Welcome back, ladies and skeletons. Today is going to be a really short one, only about an hour or less, since I have an appointment to do stuff. That is Kaitai the Maid, Far Eastern Magic Nap Society of Summer. Again, I saved these all to a Maidcore Gems playlist if you guys want to listen to them later, because they're pretty good jams. Thank you, Lonely Sully. The video is doing pretty okay, I guess. Not huge on views, but I'm not Mr. Views. The Neko Arc Sings currently has more views than This Is How You Don't Play It, but it's fine though. I did it because I wanted to do it. And that's the freedom that we're afforded as we're not doing this to get money, as opposed to, let's see here. Let's check this out. Well, I check the Twitter.
Now, here's the thing.
Here's the thing. Now, guys.
I want to end this week on this notion. This week I noticed good amounts of super chats, good amounts of memberships.
He wants to end the week on this notion. On the notion of begging for money. Okay.
Really happened this week is the tips have really dipped. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. I can
because Game Trucker fucked off and went back to his mommy cult.
Count on one hand the number of streams that we hit our tier 1 tips goal this week.
Just say $50.
And that's like something that used to be a given. That every stream I was hitting $50.
Yeah, because you had the 30 guaranteed from Game Cucker. I guess we'll see. Because he had the 30 from Gamecocker and the 20 from 1 Minute Man. Stupid.
I put on the Gunner glasses. That's why it was the tier 1 goal. And now it's like, I'm rarely doing it. And the funny part about all that is...
It's funny.
I was doing better all summer. Playing Street Fighter 6. Doing the RPGs I was playing. You know, GTA 5. You know, I was actually legitimately doing better during a downtime summer that I'm doing now when new releases are out, playing games like Armored Core.
How funny.
And Starfield, and you know, continuing with Street Fighter 6. And is it concerning? Let me put it this way. The support is there. It's not that people aren't supporting the streams. It's that people are seeming to support in a way that's a little different. You know, I'm used to having at least a certain amount of tips coming in, because that's the money I use for daily stuff. You know, going grocery shopping, getting...
He gets groceries every day.
A nice dinner with my wife.
He goes to get dinner every day. Okay, according to him.
Paying for games.
That's weird. Paying for games every day? No.
Is this, you know, when Mortal Kombat...
Daily stuff, you know, like going out to dinner and getting groceries and buying video games, you know, daily stuff.
Kombat is coming up.
Sure, buddy. Who puts up with this?
Here, and they fund me. The rest of the money's coming from tips and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So... it's a little weird.
It's weird.
To give you guys some perspective, because again, I'm trying to be transparent. I'm not asking you for anything.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
trying to spread awareness of what's going on with me.
So you can give me your money.
I make my living on stream contributions. That's it. I don't get a lot of behind-the-scenes support from, say, ad revenue on YouTube. It's all reliant on
you do.
Contributions during the streams. And
he does get ad revenue from YouTube. At least 1,000 a month.
And basically, since I left Twitch 2.5 years ago, I had a consistent...
You mean you were kicked out of the partner program?
Subscribers over there, paid subscribers. It was 800 to 900 a month. Since I
gifted
came to YouTube, I've lost a lot of that. Okay, I'm down to, you know, barely.
I'm down to, you know.
There's months where they explode, but then usually they dip. So only having 500 paid subscribers, you're talking a significant amount of lost income that I had.
He does not have 500 paid subscribers. He has 2 or 3 whales who just gift massive amounts. They don't pay him
on Twitch, and I'll be honest, things like Cheers
God.
over there, they were called Cheers, and things were much higher on Twitch. A lot of gifted memberships and things would happen because of you know, Amazon Prime.
You know,
I don't get that on YouTube, right?
Gifted memberships happened because of Amazon Prime. Try and make sense of that. That doesn't make sense. Blah.
So when I set up my tipped goal tiers of $50, $100, and $150 per stream, I set them up with the expectation that hopefully every stream I hit like a tier 1 goal. If I got lucky and I hit like a tier 2 goal, that was like a nice bonus that would help. But trying to be in line with what I need to make a living and everything and pay my bills, it was around, you know, trying to raise that $50 a stream. Okay? Nothing didn't have to happen every stream, but, you know, had to happen at least several times a week, you know, to kind of make ends meet. And the good news is, again, Everything else is great. The supplemental of super chats and memberships has been pretty good. But I've noticed distinctly this week for some oddball reason, I can't even explain it. I'm playing a new game in Starfield, right? For some reason, support actually dipped big time this week.
That's so funny. Like, Game Cucker spent so much money just to be forgotten about and ignored and just vanished from the history like a Thanos snap. Like, we don't even get to talk about how his support helped us out. Now that he's gone, support is down. He's just like, I don't know what happened. For some oddball reason, I'm not getting as much money as I did before. I don't know why, though. Good God. These pay pigs.
The tips, and it's...
You invest a massive amount of money, and then once you're done, you don't even exist anymore.
A lot. It's not a little, it's a lot.
So wild.
You know, I was getting consistent tips all the time, and now it's like...
Not only do you not exist anymore, you never existed.
Oh,
these faces.
Rarity if I'm hitting the tier 1 tips goal. You know, tonight Street Fighter, I made $20.
And that's the same thing that's going to happen to all the pay pigs. Like, Only Ice Coffee. If he goes away, then DSP is going to be like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on. I'm getting less money, you guys. I'm not asking for anything. I'm just telling you I need money to pay my bills. My daily video game buying bills. What is this face? What the fuck are you doing? Oh my God. These soy faces.
Lot. It's not a little, it's a lot. You know, actually dipped big time this week with the tips, and it's a lot. It's not a little, it's a lot. You know, I was getting consistent tips all the time, and now it's like a rarity if I'm hitting the tier 1 tips goal. You know, tonight Street Fighter, I made $20. Earlier today.
Oh my God. Tonight Street Fighter, I made $20. Well, so what? Okay. It's minimum wage. It's more than you deserve.
You know, tonight Street
And
Fighter.
then he gives like this smug look at the camera, like, yeah.
I made $20.
Okay. It's more than a lot of people make for playing a video game.
Earlier today, Starfield. I didn't even make the tips call. So, yeah, it's a problem.
It's a problem.
And it keeps happening. This week, it happened a ton. So I'm wondering what's going to happen.
Yeah, he's just getting more and more desperate, more and more deranged, more and more hateful to the point that he's like verging on violating YouTube terms of service with just how he's like literally telling people to off themselves and like to remove themselves from the planet Earth. And YouTube on Twitter is taking notice. People are reporting this to YouTube support on Twitter, and they're like, okay, we're going to look into this. So he might get demonetized. I mean, don't count on it. But I mean, when we got shit like this, let's see. Damn it, where did that go?
Kill yourself, you moron.
Shit, did I get rid of it? Of course I did, because I'm a big dummy. I pulled it up on the Discord. Here it is. Mitch the Desert Widow. Because This Is How You Don't Play Maker. He does some cringy stuff sometimes, but he's still a friend of the stream. He's gotten a community guideline takedown for one of his videos exposing Phil on his Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So clip channels who are clipping DSP are getting hit with YouTube community guideline strikes just for re-uploading what DSP says. So how DSP is not getting, dinged himself is a mystery. The only explanation is that his sub count makes him immune to the rules that everyone else has to play by. So hopefully he goes on Twitter and screenshots it and adds YouTube support, because that's how you go about it. You don't, sadly, if you have a problem on YouTube, you don't go to YouTube, you go to Twitter, because that makes a whole bunch of sense. But I talked about that before.
Because next week we got no new releases. Next week it's a balance between Armored Core, Starfield, Street Fighter 6, finishing Chrono Trigger, and my React show.
Yeah, it's how LTG got demonetized, is telling people to off themselves. So why this guy doesn't have to play by the same rules is a mystery.
I don't know what to say. I don't want to sit here and talk about it and complain. I don't, because you guys support it.
But you are.
It's just an alarming pattern, and I hope it's not something that's going to stay like that. Because that would.
I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you it's alarming.
And seeing a distinct decline in tips is weird.
It's
It actually
weird.
is genuinely weird. Now would be the time of year when people would actually start showing up for the new games. And what happened? I don't know.
you're not playing the new games like Baldur's Gate 3.
So,
Which, by the way, according to Metacritic, is by far the best PS5 game ever. I mean, so far.
I'm just throwing that
But not playing it because it requires a functioning brain, and DSP doesn't have one of those.
out there. Maybe you've been busy. Maybe you have been playing Starfield yourself.
Maybe you've been busy.
Come back this week and support in some way.
Maybe you've been busy, but stop. Stop being busy and give me your money.
I'd really be appreciative.
What are these faces?
Build yourself. You know, if you could come back this week.
Come back this
support
week.
in some way. I'd really.
Oh, yeah. When Game Checker goes back to his mommy cult, this is the face we get. And we have to pretend like he never existed. What a fucking goofball. Oh man. Fucking cults that aren't mine taking away my pay pigs.
I'd really be appreciative of it. It would help because this week was actually slow. So
He's not asking for anything. He's just telling you stop. Stop not giving him money because he would appreciate it and it would help. But he's not asking for anything.
hopefully next week could
So delusional.
pick it up a little bit and maybe make up for it. I guess we'll see.
I guess
Okay?
we'll see.
Again, I'm not someone who has sponsorships. I'm not someone who shills products to you.
Yeah, because you're a toxic asshole and no one wants to be no one wants to have you as their representative. I'm sure Jared Fogle has the same problem. You don't see him running around crying about how he can't get sponsors.
I'm not
Because
someone
he gets it. The pedophile gets it, and you don't.
who runs and clicks ads all day. I'm someone who just makes fun content, and I hope that you enjoy
No,
it
it's so
and
fun. This
support
is
it.
fun
So,
right now.
You're listening to all this, you're like, oh, I didn't know that. All right, maybe I'll come back next week and
Oh my god. You're listening to me beg and being like, I didn't know that DSP needed money. Now that he told me that he needed money, oh man, that changes everything.
support in some way. Thank you. That's the reason I'm bringing this up.
You're welcome,
I'm begging,
dipshit.
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not,
I'm not
demanding-
trying to be mean, I'm just telling you, you have to give me your money because I'm concerned about the lack of money that I'm getting to pay my daily bills of buying video games and taking my overweight horsewife out to dinner every day.
anything.
Maybe that's why she's so fat. Maybe you can skip some meals.
Can't make anyone contribute. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, because that would be illegal. Thanks for reminding us. I can't force anyone to give me their money. It's like, yeah, okay. It's a weird thing to point out.
Feel like it is. So hopefully, awareness will.
My God,
make
man.
some people say, okay, I'll help out next week.
Excuse me?
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not, demanding anything. I can't
I'm talking in a really soft voice, and I'm just being really soft spoken. So no one can say that I'm like being demanding or anything. I'm just like if you did it, maybe you just like what you did it.
telling you like it is. So hopefully, awareness will make some people say, okay, I'll help out next week. Okay? All right.
Good God,
I'm not here tomorrow. All
pathetic.
right? Come back on Friday.
Well, maybe you should switch up your schedule and put out more content if you're so concerned with your lack of funding.
Tomorrow I'll be spending time with my wife, by the way. Today was
Oh,
her
good for
birthday.
her.
She wanted to stay home and play Starfield all day.
I'm sure she loves that. A lady who has made it clear to literally everyone that she wants nothing to do with you or your streams. I'm sure she'll really enjoy you hovering over her.
So tomorrow we're actually going out and doing some fun stuff together.
Ah, so fun.
Friday.
Can't wait to hear
When I
about it
get back-
Friday. He talked about his stupid schedule for a bit, then resumed the guilt
Different
tripping.
more Crypt. So that'll be interesting too, and at least we'll have some variety in the gameplay rather than it just being the same games. Okay? All right, well, guys. Again,
Yikes.
I had a great time this week. I always do. I always chill with you guys. We have a great time together. You guys did too. Hopefully, we don't have this pattern going on next week because it is concerning. I
It will.
Bring it up all week, and all of a sudden today I was like, wow. This was literally a whole week where tips were like almost so low. Did I even hit a hack goal this week? Did I?
You should know. This is wild. And it's only going to get worse. It's not going to get better, Phil. Your revolving door is running out.
I actually don't even think I did. Because I'm looking at all my hats here. I'm like, I don't think I touched a single hat this week. Maybe the premiere stream of Starfield, right? That's what it was. The premiere stream of Starfield did good. And since then, that was it. That's right. So,
Wow,
anyway, guys.
okay, cool.
Thank you for watching. Thanks for everything this week.
What the
and
fuck?
I hope to see you Friday for an awesome day back. All right.
Gratitude doesn't really work if in the same breath you're like, but I want more. It's not really grateful when immediately after you're like, well, give me more. Like, that's not how gratitude works, dipshit. Like, it just shows you he really doesn't get it. He really doesn't understand how gratitude works. He can sit there every pre-stream and say, thank you everyone, thank you. But to him, it's just a magic word that he thinks makes people give him more of their money. He doesn't actually believe any of it when he says thank you.
Right?
Just like when he says sorry, like he'll burp into the microphone and say, oh, excuse me. It's like, no, apology not accepted because you're making no effort to stop doing the thing that you're apologizing for.
Be safe. Have a good Thursday. See you Friday.
I will. Fuck off. Stupid shit. Sons of Miyazaki uploaded a new video exposing that Soma is literally just taking Aquatil videos and including meme clips in between the cuts. It's very strange. But yeah, that's some bad stuff. Soma shouldn't be just downloading other detractor clip videos and then adding the minimum of edit. He's even this video shows that he's covering up the watermarks. Look at this.
One of his clips wasn't enough. Take a look at this.
Welcome to the late night stream. I'm sorry that it started so late. I'll be very honest with all of you. I'm a loser. Once again, you know, a night where I think that everything's gonna go swimmingly and ends up everything gets thrown off. I basically haven't even booted Microsoft Flight Simulator yet to download the update. So we're gonna do that right now as I talk to you guys a little bit and get started here.
What could these be? Let's go take a look at Aquatil's video again. And oh, in all seriousness, this is a blatant show of guilt, hiding the watermark of a video he evidently stole. So that was a time and a half ago.
Yeah, I mean, that's some shitty stuff. Soma is spiraling. Make sure I don't click on that tab. Cyrex has left YouTube for the 1000th time. I like one of his lines here. Let's see if it shows the transcript. Play. Here we go.
I want nothing to do with that platform. That platform is garbage to me. You know, whether that silver play button that I got was sent to me by YouTube or by a fan, it don't matter. I fucking earned that shit.
I don't care if that play button from YouTube is real or fake. I earned it. It doesn't matter. It does matter if the play button is real or fake. It's stupid. But I guess this is his way of coming to terms with the fact that it's a fake button.
I worked my ass off for it. It don't matter whether it's from a fan or whether it's from, you know, YouTube themselves.
Actually, it does matter. It literally does matter if it's real or fake. It doesn't matter if it's real or fake. I earned that shit. It's so wild.
Don't matter.
It does. Anyways, that's the Cyrex update. He's promising to make video games after his court stuff is out of the way. It's harder than you think, Cyrex, to make a video game. Trust me. Again, it's going to be a short stream today. Not going to go the full time. And then at the end of this, we'll just raid Tevin, because he's a 24-hour streamer. Churches are the... oh my god. Rich being extremely cringy. What is this? I didn't even see this. DSP berating 672. Today's going to be That Being Said podcast. Hope you guys check it out. It's going to be a good one, going over all the desperation and toxicity of the week. You like how DSP doesn't even factor in the fact that, like, he was sitting there telling people to KYS. You don't think that it has anything to do with your lowered contributions? No, he's confused. I don't even know why. For some oddball reason. Meerkat's going to be streaming at noon. It starts at 10:30. It's good stuff. Taking L's made a video. What is this? It's like a short 2-minute compilation.
Good evening, everyone. Now, I stayed on hold with Sony Chat pre-order. Better edition, 5 days early. And if I can play the game a little early, standard version of the game, high-end edition, 45 minutes of waiting. So
video editing, yeah.
So that being said, Starfield remains kind of a mixed bag for me. I hate to say it, doesn't work very well. First of all, you can just buy cargo space. But us gamers, can I just pay some money? And since I've mastered Blanca and Honda now 2 months.
This is the disconnect that the OGs.
Shut up. Oh, you're only going to do casual play. Yeah. Here's the thing. Good amounts of super chat, good amounts of memberships and gifted membership. Tips. I'm not even exaggerating. The number of streams that we hit our tier 1 tips goal. That used to be a given. That every stream I was hitting $50. The support is there. At least a certain amount of tips coming in because that's the money I use for daily stuff. Grocery shopping, a nice dinner with my wife. It's a little weird. I'm not asking you for anything. I make my living on stream contributions, behind the scenes support, all reliant on these contributions during the streams. Since I left Twitch 2.5 years ago, I've lost a lot of that. So only having 500 paid subscribers, a significant amount of lost income. Well, cheers. A lot of gifted memberships on Amazon Prime. So when I set up my tipped goal tier, every stream I would at least hit like a tier 1 goal. I need to make a living and everything and pay my bills, $50 a stream. Nothing didn't have to happen. Every stream. Try to make ends meet. I can't even explain it. I'm playing a new game in Starfield. Support actually dipped big time this week. It's a lot. It's not a little, it's a lot. It's like a rarity if I'm hitting the tier 1 tips goal. I didn't even make the tips goal. It's a problem. I don't want to sit here and talk about it and complain. An alarming pattern, and I hope it's not something that's going to stay like that. I'm just throwing that out there. You've been busy, you know? If you could come back this weekend, because this week was actually slow. Hopefully next week could pick it up a little bit and maybe make up for it. Sponsorship.
It's interesting. Taking the L's is like taking the daily crap and truncating it. So this is like 2 minutes. Yeah, that's interesting, Monkey Stun. I too myself, I see myself as sort of a recovering narcissist, but being part of this community has really helped me learn how to be a little bit nicer. Being among devils have made me holier than I've ever been. I think that's a song lyric. I forget what song it is. But yeah, I'm a lot more patient than I think I was starting out. Recovering. I mean, yeah, I know how to deal with criticism a lot better, I think. In my view, it's one of the reasons I love this community. EDP has a message for Gideon.
30?
Bro, you are not my OG, man.
It's kind of a long one.
Today, we are here because Mr. Bryant made a response video today, man. It's really sad because, bro, he's trying to cash out, thinking that this is all gonna subside.
Okay, this isn't gonna be an EDP stream. But what is this? Is he trying to talk? Is this a new one? 16 hours ago. Is he talking about the Skeeter Jean stuff?
A year is a day for them. So they might not, it's either way, man. Just, you're not.
Who's to say that I'm not already going out and,
No.
talking to a counselor,
You're
talking
not.
to a therapist?
What? Who's to say I'm not already getting therapy? I don't know. If you have to frame it that way, I highly doubt it.
You're definitely not, buddy.
See, here's the disconnect, right? Here's,
No.
where my generation...
God, I'm so sick and tired of people saying before they've even made a point. So what the deal is that there's it's like, no, that's something that has a question mark attached to it. Stupid.
People who are 30 in their 40s, nigga, we known as OGs now, you feel me? All the little punk ass mother who are 28, 27 years old and younger niggas, mother, right?
I'm so muted.
This is the disconnect.
It's like an Eminem song on the radio. You can't even tell what's going on because everything's censored.
That the OGs, ages 30, so
Bro, you are not my OG, my please stop, bro. You are not an OG.
Punk ass bitch.
We is not looking up for you for advice. We is not thinking, damn, what would EDP do in this situation? We would probably think, what would EDP do? And do the exact opposite. You are actually one of the dumbest people I actually know, bro. Like, I'm not even joking. You are so dumb.
Dang it, I didn't charge my headphones.
Dumb. And you're saying all these homophobic rhetorics and stuff. Why are you sending a 15-year-old girl pictures of you in full-blown makeup? You're calling me the F slur. Bro, it looked like James Charles just got done doing a makeover over your face, my nigga. So all that's telling me is that's your projection. But guess what? You're going to be able to project all over Tyrone, Jerome, all the Jamals, Keon, Aquarius. You're going to be able to project on all them niggas. They're going to be able to make all your fantasies come true and more.
Don't get your hopes up.
And guess what, bro? They love thick boys. They love thick boys, bro. They love thick boys. Hey, just, you know what? Don't drop the soap.
To 40 are having with these little young ass motherfuckers, right?
What?
Not everything has to be done on camera. God damn, if I'm, nigga, if I'm going to go see my shrink, do I have to video camera that too? Do I have to record that? What if
I mean, if you want people to believe you're actually getting the help that you say that you're getting, it would help if you could provide some sort of receipt so that people know that you're not lying because you're a notoriously dishonest person. But of course, nobody is allowed to tell him that. They'll just get banned from his chat. These common sense rebuttals to these nonsense rebuttals. Breaking DSP goes BegCon 1. Yeah. I'll be getting results from a, what is it, an x-ray and some dental stuff today. Just so you know. So no stream later on. I'll probably do some creative stuff while I'm not streaming, because that's what I do. Procrastinatara. Was it really that hard to watch? I don't know. I don't have I got about like 15 minutes left to stream. Procrastinatara put out a video about multi-level marketers. It's about 2 hours long. It's one of my favorite creators, Procrastinatara. Cinemassacre, Hunchback of Notre Dame 100th anniversary. He usually has some stuff for the Halloween season. That reminds me, I need to make like a Halloween video. Those are always so fun. What would be a good idea for a Halloween video? I'll have to think about it. I'll think about that today while I'm languishing in a waiting room, waiting for That Being Said to start at 3:30. Yeah, this is a really, really short one. I debated not streaming at all, but I said I would. So here I am. Gundam. Perry. Testing stream. Honkai Star Rail music. That's cool. I don't think there's anything else. This is all that I went over yesterday. We looked at the weird Frederick Knudsen backed VTuber company that I'm still not sure about. It's weird. I don't know. I mean, the conclusion I came to was basically that just people gave him money to do exactly what he was doing before. But I don't think he can really sustain that. I don't know, maybe. I'm going back and forth on it, I guess. I mean, it's just an opinion anyways. Anleet was covering the Chrono Trigger from a while ago. Oh, this is the archive channel. Make sure to subscribe to Secretary Ann's Archive if you want to see backups of the streams. Fry shows up literally for one hunt. Well, that's more than I have. I should do some more gaming collab at some point. Definitely want to. What is this? I'm interested here.
What is up, everybody?
What is up?
Back again with another video, and I wanted to make this video for quite some time, but you know, just didn't come around to it. But I thought today, especially with the BegCon 1 alert by Phil during his daily rap video, where he wanted to bring awareness that support's been slow. Can't even say it with a straight face. I decided to make this video because I posted a video last night of his Street Fighter gameplay, which of course was atrocious. He played with top tier Luke and made top tier Luke look like a scrub, essentially. And Phil was extremely frustrated out of his performance, and also mainly the support. The support was just dead. And you have people that continuously come to this stream and support him. They do. I don't know why. They support him with comments. They support him with engagement. They support him with super chats, with super thanks. They support him with tips. One in particular person is 672. Now, 672 is mainly more of a Wings viewer, and I believe he mods on Wings. And I've gotten to know him and talk to him a little bit. He seems like an okay dude. You know, I don't have any real big beef with him. But I've actually asked him the question, like, why? Like, why do you go to these streams? Why do you hang out with these people? Why do you support these people? Especially Phil. Wings, sort of, I can kind of...
You know what's funny about these people? If you ask them how much money they've given to these locals, they always lie. They always tell you a number that's far, far less than what it really is, seemingly unaware that this shit is tracked and it's easily able to be looked up. Not even with Piece of Pieces spreadsheet. You can even just go to PicPigGo and just type 672. You see a long list of DSP giving them acknowledgements. It's like they always lie. Either, like, I don't want to chalk it up to just they don't even know how much, because they have to know on some level.
To understand, but Phil really successful.
Just like how DSP lies about how much money he spends on WWE champions, the PayPigs lie about how much money they've given DSP.
Me too. Why? And I never get a clear answer. I never do. I either get blown off or you know, just get no response whatsoever. I get ignored essentially, which is fine, because I'm guessing he thinks I'm going to be antagonistic towards him, which I never am. I'm never antagonistic to any of them. I'm actually pretty friendly with most of them. I joke with them and call them dents and stuff like that, but I've never publicly attacked any of them or, you know, went after any of them. And 672 is just one.
Do they defend their decisions? I don't think they do. I don't think they even bother defending why. They just give some like half-assed excuse, like, why do you care? It's not even it's an excuse. It's just being defensive. Like, why do you care? It's like, I don't know, because you're getting scammed, and so is everyone else.
In particular, because it's funny, because I actually tried to reach out to him a while back because King Sly wanted to interview him. The reason why King Sly wanted to interview him because King Sly found out that he was black. And he was curious why I'm King was curious why would someone that's black would support someone like Phil. And I don't fully understand the context behind it, but I guess he wanted to kind of get into his mind someone that I'm assuming Sly can relate to see what his thinking is. And 672 shot me down. He's like, nope, no thank you, no, I'm good. I'm not going on Sly's podcast or having a conversation with them. So I said, all right, whatever, it's not a big deal. But last night during his stream, something came up where 672. I think he dropped the super. He either dropped the super chat.
That's not gonna happen.
Or he just asked a question. And Phil, in his poetic, most nicest way, responded to 672. And his response is just a beautiful indicator of why Phil is struggling with tips and support, and why people have left his streams, and why.
I tuned in to watch some of the Starfield just for like 10-15 seconds, which is literally all it takes to see something ridiculous. So one of the companions that he has following with him is a lady named Sarah, and she hates him. Like she already despises him, and DSP is like, I don't know what I did to piss her off. And then people in chat are like, you attacked an NPC unprovoked in your last mission. And DSP is like, Oh, okay. Well, I don't remember that. So whatever. It's like he plays these games like he does in real life. He just gets people pissed off at him, and he's just completely unaware of why or how or even what he can do about it.
People that he...
These are the kind of things you find just tuning into like 10-15 seconds of his gameplay. He does everything wrong.
Counted on previously for support, no longer support. Maybe, you know, and Phil loves to blame everyone but himself. And I think he would really truly benefit if he went to the bathroom, shut everything off, closed the door, and just stared at the mirror for about a good half an hour and really contemplate his life and think about everything that's happened to him. I think he would come to the realization that most of everything that's befalling Phil has been has been of his making. So I just want to play this clip real quick of 672. One
of the things especially is how conversations with other people always somehow end up turning into arguments and hateful things, like between him and Rich Review Tech or between him and Side Scrollers. At some point one would hope, he should realize that the reason these human-to-human interactions break down the way they do is because he's just incapable of communicating with other people correctly.
Phil responding.
Which is symptomatic of something that gets brought up a lot, but no one wants to talk about.
672. And I hope that 672 does watch this. I'm going to try to get a hold of him and let him watch this. And I want him to listen to the way Phil treats him. And then would like a response on my video. He can comment on my videos and stuff like that. I would like him to reach out and comment and let me know how he feels watching Phil essentially just treat him like garbage. Let's play the clip.
672, number one, I hate to tell you this, but Community Nights didn't get any more support than any other Street Fighter streams. And number two, I didn't know if I was going to do casual all night with Luke or not, depending on how much I settled into him.
That rationale.
I didn't settle into him very well. I was maybe going to...
So playing Street Fighter with my viewers didn't give me any more money, so why should I do it? I don't know, because it's something to do with your community, but guess he doesn't care.
Do ranked tonight. Like I said, I was going to maybe do a little bit of casual, and if I was doing good, maybe do the placement matches, but I really didn't feel comfortable with him after the hour. The real question is, why are you sitting around complaining all night? Really? Why does it bother you so much? That I actually play the game and try to get better at it? What's wrong with that? You don't like people getting better at video games? Why, you have a pet peeve about people playing and learning?
Good lord.
Okay, now, this was a bit of a mild response by
rude.
Phil. Normally, if it was someone else that didn't support Phil as much as 672 does, he'd ream him and probably ban him.
That's unfair. This comment. Bad comment, sir. King Slide demonstrated that he has no business interviewing anybody. I don't know. I think he did pretty good against Side Scrollers. Fuck, I forgot his name. Besides the gay guy. The guy who makes it his entire identity to be a gay subway token. Travis, I think.
That's what Phil
Subway token
do.
Travis.
But Phil knows that 672 actually comes on and drops super chats and support and so on. And occasionally he will ask the tough question, very similar to Snow Carl. But Phil's at a point now where he can't risk losing any other people that support him. So he just asked a question. He was curious and he wanted to know why he wouldn't play rank. And of course, how, everyone knows that Phil talks mad trash about Street Fighter, about anyone that beats him. And he always complains how they're top tier players like Luke, Ken, Ryu, Juri, and essentially anyone that beats him is a top tier player, right? So you would think if he was playing with a top tier player, he would excel and do good. Nope, he completely sucked. He was terrible at casual. He lost a good deal amount against, this wasn't ranked. And of course, 672 was like, hey, look, you're supposed to be this pro level player, you're supposed to be this good player. Why are you playing casual matches? Why don't you play rank? And we know why you didn't want to play rank, because if he would have played rank, his ranking would have been like a plat 1 or a plat 2.
What
and
a reference.
Phil's not about grinding through the platinum ranking to get the diamond and to get to eventually master. There is no way. And the other thing too is that he's just bad with Luke. He just is, and it just it shuts down that lie that Phil likes to say that, you know, the only reason why he loses is because people are using top tier players like Luke and fighting a pattern, or they're mashing, which is just an utter lie and garbage. But anyway, other than that, I digress. 672, I'm just curious to know, how do you feel when you hear someone respond to you in this manner? Essentially kind of belittle you. And not only belittle you, but Phil had about 350 people, 400 people in watching the streams. And Phil felt the need to call you out specifically and say, why are you complaining? Why are you complaining? And his response was just snarky, and he just gave you an attitude. And I'm just curious, 672, I'm just curious, what makes you go back to Phil? What makes you watch him? What makes you support him? What of the thousands and thousands of streamers and content creators out there, why do you feel the need to support this locale and also Wings? Why? I'm just honestly curious to know why. The game
is weird. I mean, I guess for this, so people talk about him, and if he did anything else, then people wouldn't talk about him. But the thing is that you don't want negative attention. You should want positive attention. But I guess if negative attention is the only attention you're able to get, then you just forget that there's a difference. I don't know. That's my guess. That's what I would say. He just wants the attention, and he's incapable of differentiating positive attention from negative attention. It's just all the same to him because he's never had any sort of positive attention.
Gameplay isn't
because he can't earn it.
Good, so it's not like you're in it for the gameplay. They both treat people like utter garbage and trash. I mean, we've both been on Wingstream, and you know how he treats his viewers and people that donate. And Phil's exactly just as bad as Wings, but you sit there and you take it.
Well, DSP didn't actually molest a child, so for that reason alone, I would say Wings is worse than DSP, because at least the children that DSP molested, it was a consensual exchange. I'm sorry, it's Panda. You know what I mean.
And it just it baffles me a bit. It baffles me a bit because to me, and this isn't a slight against you, 672, but you know, I have too much self-respect to allow anyone to talk to me in this manner, especially when I'm on their stream. I'm spending my valuable time to watch them when I can be doing something else with my time. And then they feel the need to call me out in front of 300 or 400 people.
Yeah. Wings is a child predator. DSP is a man-child predator. That's slightly better.
Just because I made a comment or I asked a question. I'm sorry.
Again, the only reason Wings hasn't pulled an EDP is because Wings is a low-T beta cuck who's basically chemically castrated himself with prescription pills. And so he's completely unmotivated to do anything. He has no drive to have sex with anybody, including his wife.
I don't put up with that garbage. And I'm not sure.
And I'm not joking.
Why you put up with that garbage. So anyway, if you watch this 672, drop a comment in my section. I want to know how you felt when DSP dressed you down in front of his audience and you know, made you feel like essentially a little child. I mean, some people say that DSP's followers are glutton for punishment. Like they have like a punishment fetish, and they like being talked down to and treated like crap. Is that you? And I'm being serious. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm not trying to belittle you. Do you like that? Like, do you like when you get a rise out of people and they belittle you in this way? Or you just chalk it up and just say, well, you know, he's not having a good day, support's slow, so I forgive him for being an asshole towards me. Which one is it? Anyway, 672, I'd appreciate it if you watch this video and drop a comment and let me know your feelings on this little clip here, and kind of let me know why you put up with this garbage. And if any of Phil's supporters, King Goken, you know the crew, Dan the Man, they all watch my content. I know they do. drop a comment in my comments. Drop it. I'll read it and then I'll respond to it. Seriously, I'm being serious. Your boy Duty's trying to extend an olive branch out to the DSP watchers and trying to understand the psyche of someone that actually spends time and donates money to this pathetic human. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.
Sad, pathetic people who see a part of themselves in somebody even more pathetic. That's my guess. There's my comment. Feel free to comment. I know Duty isn't the most popular clip channel. I don't see why, though. I think he's fine. He does get stuff wrong, which just happens whenever you upload that many videos. But he's a good workhorse. He puts a lot of time and effort into this, and it pays off. He has, you know, the ability to go on a lot of people's streams. And basically, he was the platform for where Keemstar talked to Craig directly. It was on like Duty's Discord, I think. I think this is all the time that I have for today. I'll be back tomorrow, Friday. We can go right. Oh my god, I can't even look. This is on Twitch, okay, so I should be able to scroll down without worrying about Twitch dinging me, but what the fuck? This is on Twitch. This is the front page of Twitch. Typically, this is stuff that I would be like, well, shit, I can't look at this on Twitch, but it's literally me looking on Twitch. That's wild. Oh my god, DSP is right. What a terrible website. Oh, yeah, it's like, it's normalized nudity.
He is so lame when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Hey, Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night.
If you guys want me to play a little bit more, I'll keep playing. About 5 minutes later, all right, I'll stop when the save point come up. La, la, la.
I should play more video games.
Oh shit.
I think that's what I'll do until I figure out what video to make next. Is I'll do more gaming on Twitch. I think I'll do that. Play Starfield? I haven't bought it. I've been slowly, last night I was playing more God of War 2018, trying to get to the Gondol fight myself. Just made a little bit of progress. I'm at the point where Atreus learns that he's a god, so his attitude changes and he becomes way more insufferable, which is one of the gripes that I've always had for God of War 2018, is that Atreus is kind of really annoying. I don't actually like it though. I'm actually not upgrading basically anything. I'm just saving all my materials because playing on normal, the game really isn't all that hard. But there's a point in the game where it's like one of the realms, I forget what it's called, but the whole point of that realm is to gather crafting items in order to craft the more epic level gear. So I'm just saving everything for that. It's kind of a janky game, really. It's a game that tries to replicate like FromSoft games. It doesn't really do a good job of it. I think that's the point of the Valkyries, is to give people who are familiar with FromSoft games the sort of optional challenge that doesn't exist in other parts of the game.
No? Oh, I had to break it.
But that's it for me. May the good blood guide your way, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Sorry for the short stream.
Well, I died.
The stream will be downloaded and uploaded to YouTube members only, as is all my Twitch streams. Let's go raid.
Okay, we get it. You got something to say?
Paywall, it's $1 a month. Come on. It's just $1.
Man,
also, I don't want to clutter up my YouTube channel with a whole bunch of
he thought a new
Twitch
way to be lazy when he added a
uploads.
webcam. Oh, since people can look at me, I can just do this now.
Later, everybody. Have a good one.
What the The game was crashing. Well, what sucks is I'm pretty sure It completely undid all my progress. Yeah, it did.
Whoops. So now we really go.
When you save, if you die, that's it. You literally lost all progress.